Response video to a couple of videos, I guess. Professor Anton. Alright, he's made a video doing that, I'm giving up, you people are all crazy kind of thing. Summation, he called it. It's not funny. I mean, I'm not here to drive people off YouTube if that's what it seems like's happening. I don't think there was anything unfair about my video. I mean, all I said was God is a lousy metaphor for nature. And you keep doing that. Why do you have to play with that word? Why? I just don't. It's a loaded word, a loaded concept. As soon as you say nature is God or the universe is God, you're giving it a big, giant seal of approval. I mean, God isn't Satan. God, there's nothing. You can't question the ethics of God. And you can certainly question the functionality and efficiency of the natural universe, because it has no brain. I mean, the idea that it would create brilliantly, just all by itself, without a brain to calculate the equation, it's a silly expectation. And you're using the word God just because it does do that. It just creates this blanket endorsement, this unchallengeable credibility. And there's lots to challenge about the natural design, this desire mechanism. Our whole psychology is an illusion of purpose and accomplishment. It is a delusion. So you're just replacing the cliche standard God delusion with a new nature delusion that you've wrapped in a new God delusion. And whatever, you don't want to argue or discuss that, fine. The end. I don't see the big deal here. I mean, it's you make a video, 3 or 4 a week, whatever you want to do. It's, 5, 7, 10 minutes of your time. Yeah, it takes a little bit of thought. I'm not trying to diminish that making a video isn't some sense of responsibility for what you put out there, so you got to put some effort into it. And you don't see any value in it, fine. I don't know what to say. I mean, all we can do is make arguments and hope that somehow we find some message, some way of phrasing things that'll spark an understanding or turn a key inside somebody else's head. And I can't talk this talk any other way. But I'm running up against the same wall you're seeing, the same frustration you have. I step in it also. Because, okay, another video. By the way, he posted a link to, we didn't post the link, but I'll post the link. The ghost of the day in person, who did a video response to Nicotine's questions too. It's pretty funny. But see, she's stuck in the middle. She's just like, I mean, that's sort of her brilliance in this video too, is that you don't know what part's really a joke and what part is not a joke. Because I think she's just struggling to find a life that means something, that isn't made out of, when you start unraveling it. It's like the onion scenario or some other thing. I mean, you just, with those green artichoke, and it's got this little thing in the center and it isn't worth much. Where do we go with this? What is this life thing? So it does seem rather ludicrous. And so there's some entertainment value in the ludicrosity, but it's a sick joke. So anyway, so moving on. So ideist guy who really, I don't know if I want to post a link or not. I mean, the guy pisses me off. He's always running hot or cold, and it's just, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of people making videos that just have no point at all. Well, consumption and reproduction. Consumption, what does that mean? What is that? Where do you go with that? What is that? It's a pretty... I mean, to sit there and minimize the idea that if that's what people understood their existence to be, if they, instead of Disneyland we had, consumption and reproduction, that's a theme park, and you went there and all you did is see consumption and the product of sex, the reproduction, the more of them being created, different scenarios of that. Let's say, like say the slave in this, having a child and just presenting it to the master and saying, look, I made you a new one, so now you have something new to exploit. You can do that for another 50 or 70 years. I mean, this idea of capitalism, because it's all kind of built on this thing, this consuming, without any concern for the price. But I don't know, what does he want? He says it's the start of a philosophy. No, it's the beginning and the end. It's the full circle. It's because if you get that, if you really get it, it answers its own questions. Okay, I mean, it's obviously stupid and futile. So, we can have a discussion about let's make things better and let's do this and do that. And I've made those videos. I don't know what you want from me exactly. I mean, how many videos do I have to make on virtual reality or some other subject? Because I'm going to get argument from a bunch of other assholes who are going to make exactly the opposite argument. Oh, why don't you shut up about that already? So what the fuck? It's just a useless video. What do you want? What exactly are you you have some confusion I'm supposed to clear up? Then ask a direct question. But it's not a direct question to say, what does consumption and reproduction mean? It means we're fucked. That's what it fucking means. Alright? It means this can't work. It means our whole psychology has been built to do something for no good fucking reason. And we have been instilled with the delusion of meaning, not the reality of meaning, a delusion of purpose and functionality and something like this is worth pursuing, and it's just that we've been made to be shit eaters. We will eat the shit. We will enjoy eating the shit. And my point is if we're smart, we'll recognize that it's fucking shit. And then we'll say, well, yeah, we got a problem here. Houston, there's a problem. Well, there's fucking goddamn problem. Okay? Nature is dumb, and it's playing God. That's not a good thing. And there's not a damn thing we can do about it except deal with where the world we have control over. People aren't going to do that, though, as long as they are able to cling to a delusion that I'm really a fairy princess and I'm only on Earth to learn and I'm going back to fairy princess world. And that's what people make videos on the website saying. People have whole contrived theories of their worth and of the value of their existence and all this crap. And, as long as that shit exists, there's nowhere anything can go. No logic can bash through that wall. People even said it. There was a response video to nicotine, and somebody said, "Well, yeah, they just flat out admit the religion. Maybe it is a crutch, but if it is, it's because I need crutches." Yeah, well, that's a real problem, though. They're not harmless. Crutches have to be made out of something. What they're made out of is a commitment to a future that you just don't have a right to commit somebody to. If that's a valid way to say it. I mean, it is a commitment. So, I don't know what else needs to be said here. So, it's a various subject. So, I'll even relate the conference report guy did a video on hate legislation, hate law. And that's another subject. It's just so stupid. It's like the N-word. It's like it's just so obvious of somebody's bigotry when they can't let go of stupid things. So if you can't let go of a stupid word, you're a bigot. And if you can't sit there, even if it's hypocrisy, even if it's not really rational, if you can't just let people have a concession, what's the harm? What's the harm in giving homosexuals special status in terms of this hate legislation? I don't think it'll do anything to save them. I don't think it's going to stop. People aren't stopped by, this 97 years in prison or 98 years in prison or death penalty. I know that stuff really intimidates most criminals, because most criminals think they're above the law and they're not going to get caught. But anyway, point is, what's the big deal? Well, why can't you give that to them? Why? What, you think they haven't suffered enough? Is that your argument? There hasn't been enough discrimination. There hasn't been enough crap that you can't make this concession? It's just stupid. It's an easy concession to make. It's giving away nothing. There's no skin off your back, so to speak. and giving up the N-word, no skin off your fucking back. Giving somebody hate legislation, no skin off your fucking back. So why are you so fucking protective of that fucking skin? Yeah, I guess it's because you do have some bigotries that you're you know, that's pissing you off, because you have these resentments that you're really not entitled to. But whatever, fuck people. So anyway, yeah, there's been some depressing videos, but yeah, people are just really pissing me off. Everybody's just such a fucking asshole. Not everybody, of course, but you know what I mean. A substantial majority. So there's this little minority of people, and we get it, and blah, blah, blah. And we just sit in this mud puddle and go, woe is me. That's no fun either. But whatever. Fuck it.